to find a way to set my phone up so I don't have to hold it for the entire live stream. Warm up. I'm at the ice rink with my daughter. She is warming up before she goes on the ice. Let's see. Who's going to jump in on this? This might be a very, very short live feed. I have got to go to the bathroom. What's up, Mike? Mr. Phillips. Phillips. Who else is here? There's like 4 people here. So I did this morning. So obviously the sea snake did not release on Saturday. So we had heard the 10th. We'd heard the 10th. Russell had her. The guys from Artisan were telling the. I can't get this set up. They told Russell the 10th. Russell was like, "Oh, okay." And there was a. You threw a release party and everything. I threw a release party. Nah, we don't want to get into that. Never mind. At any rate, so the knife was supposed to release on the 10th. It looks like it may be this Friday, but I'm not going to even jump the gun on it. So just keep an eye out for that knife to release. Oh, I'm just so frustrated. And I apologize if I jumped the gun a little bit and was like, hey, it's happening, it's happening. I'm just so excited to finally have it happening. It's one of those things like, so I don't know if you guys know this. You submit you talk to a company and you show them, if you have a model, like I made hand-built models of that knife. You have a model and you make a couple and you show it to a couple knife companies. Well, when one of them bites, then you got to give them the full design, and then there's the back and forth, and then you sign the paperwork and everything, and then the knife gets released sometime later. And so far on both the knives I've done, that time frame takes about a year. So waiting for a year for something to happen is stressful. So I wanted to have multiple designs come out at the same time, but the problem is We Knife Company is not going to do any more of my knives. I love them. They're great. The problem is, like, they're pretty full. They do a lot of OEM stuff, and I don't know if you guys have seen how much stuff Ferrum Forge is doing on their Pro line and stuff like that. Elliott has taken up pretty much most of their machining capabilities, so they don't have room to throw another wee model. They offered me the opportunity of making the next knife that is based on the Stonefish as an OEM project, and I told them, guys, I just don't have the upfront capital to do like a Kickstarter or something like that. So with that being said, like, the price point on those knives is high. I love the I love the work they did on it, but I did tell them that I was like, I don't think 250 is a good price point, because everybody likes fixed blades. Everybody does. You can't tell me everybody doesn't, because if you tell a child to draw a knife, they're going to draw a combat knife. They're going to draw something really similar to what I made. Everybody, it's ubiquitous. And fixed blades sell. But everybody loves fixed blades, but what no one loves is a $300 fixed blade coming out of a production company. So with that being said, I think that the price point was a little high on the Stonefish. I'm not going to make that mistake again. I'm going to mandate, just like I did with this, I mandated a price point on this. I was like, I want this under 100. I want this under 100. Because the fact is, this knife's going to get used. This knife's going to get the tip broke off of it. If you like the knife and you break it, you're going to be like, crap, I can't afford another one of those. But with these at the $60 price point, if something happens and you break it because it gets used, it's not that hard to replace it. So, well, the nice thing is they don't care who I have the next one made. So what I did was I turned the Stonefish fixed blade into a dagger. And I was going to call it the STD. And I know that every one of you is grinning right now. All 7 of you are just grinning because I said that. I was going to call it the STD, the Stonefish Tactical Dagger. I name my stuff after venomous creatures. Every time. Every one of them. So now, I lived in Japan for 13 years. So now, I came up with the idea the other night. I was like, oh, the mountain centipedes, the Asian giant centipedes that we would get in the house in Japan when the wife and I lived in southern Japan, out in the country. They're called a mukade. They're aggressive. I don't know if you've ever seen them. They're aggressive. They will chase a human. They will attack. They will try to attack you in your house. Like if you try to corral them and get them out of the house or try to kill them, they will chase you. They are aggressive. And I was like, that's what I want. I want an aggressive, venomous creature to name this knife after. And so now I have a name, I have a design, and I'm gonna try and figure out who I'm gonna get to make it. So I have thought about that. I don't know how I would do it. I mean, I know how I'd do it, but it's gonna be difficult. It's gonna be difficult. I wanted to do something called the blue ring, where there was a hole and then there was a piece of titanium in there, and then that was then anodized blue. I don't have pivots. I mean, I could put a collar around one of the screws, but it might just be easier just to get the handle material that looks like that with the little blue rings in it. So, yeah, I jumped the gun on the knife release. The Sea Snake is coming out. It should be coming out this week. Guys, I have got 2 custom stonefish available, both with wood handles. One is Tasmanian Blackwood. That's, you guys have seen that a bunch of times. And I've got one at the house. I'm actually going to do a video about it because it's for sale as well. That is the Rosewood Lace Burl. I'm sorry, Redwood Lace Burl. And it came out great. It's a dark gray with some red accents in it. I may turn the Tough Thumbs does something similar. One of those opening holes on his floaters. It looks dope. So, I've talked about turning this into a folder. I mean, I would have to even out some of the blade to handle ratio things, because on this you can definitely see, as far as cutting edge, this was meant to be a small utility style knife. So your blade to handle ratio. The thing with the stonefish and turning that into a folder design, I've looked at it, and no matter what you do, when you turn that into a folder, it's gonna look a lot like the Reate Horizon D. It just is, because of the way you have to change the handle shape to have the lock mechanism and stuff in it. It's gonna be too, it's gonna be, yeah, like you said, it's gonna be too similar to stuff out there. So even my fixed blade version, the drop point version of this, I looked at it, and I looked at Elliot's new folder, the Stinger, the production version of the Stinger, and it's so similar. And I went to Elliot and I was like, hey, I didn't do this on purpose. I was like, but now that I look at how you changed the blade shape of the Stinger, and now with the finger forward choil on the Stinger, I'm like, it's really, really similar in blade shape, like so similar. And he goes, huh, you're right. I was like, I just won't make it. He's like, why? He's like, why? That's stupid. He's like, that's a good knife. Why wouldn't you make it? That's just silly. He's like, make it. It's not the same knife. He's like, you obviously did not copy it. So hang on a second. My daughter's...
Yeah, so only cut my stuff.
He cut your guards?
Yeah, he cut my guards.
Oh, that's fine. I don't... The old ones.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm doing a live feed on YouTube. People pay for this stuff. You know that?
I got you.
There's only some... Yeah, that's... Oops. Cancel that. Even a warning version with some of the stuff out there. It's hard to... I don't think that this would be as similar, because I have an idea of what to do to kind of change this a little bit. And I've thought about making a recurve. Well, you are shaking the whole car, child. Do you need help?
Possibly, but I'll try.
Okay, well, we'll see. I'm almost 10 minutes into this. I have to go pee soon. I drank a lot of coffee. Guys, it is 41 miles from my house to the ice rink in San Diego rush hour traffic. I wanted to make a kind of karambit, but I don't necessarily like the Jesus child. You don't have to slam the door.
I'm just letting them go.
Holy crap!
Oh, I'm sorry that my arm strength is stronger than yours.
Okay.
My arms are way stronger than yours. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna squeeze your head till stuff come out your ears.
I don't think that's possible.
I don't think that's possible. I don't think she knows yet. So yeah, I mean, I could turn both of these knives into folders. The ones that I have planned. I don't know what that is. It's a feather or something. So yeah, there's some ideas bouncing around. I've also talked about with Russell. Artisan is famous for doing this. I love this shape and size, but maybe a little bit bigger. Like add a little bit of blade length and make this a little bit larger, a little bit thicker, a little bit longer. I love this one, but I think that an XL Sea Snake might appeal to some people. I think even with big hands, I think this is just about a perfect size. I can get a full 4-finger grip on this knife, even with my hands. And then that's what she said. So it's getting warm. It's supposed to be like 100 degrees today, but it's like 60 something degrees right now. And I've got a sweatshirt on because I'm going in an ice rink where this is the coldest ice rink I've ever been to. It's so cold up here at this Carlsbad rink. So yeah, like I said, I jumped the gun a little bit on the release announcement. So, but though I mean, fully expect I'm going to continue to keep you guys in the loop as to the actual release. So I'm getting tired of this because I'm holding my phone against my steering wheel, so my arm gets tired. So yeah, it happens. It happens a lot, actually. The knife was supposed to have released, if you guys remember back, I think July or August was supposed to be the release. Now it's October. So buy a bunch of them, guys. Buy a bunch of them. I don't have to go to work anymore. I want to just be able to sit around and continue to make knives and design knives and have that income rolling in. I don't think it's ever going to happen. I think I'm going to have to work. I'm going to have to work for the rest of my life. I can't even afford to fix the headliner in my car right now. It's been like this forever. The glue gave out and I've been holding it up with pins. Actually, I can afford to do it. I just haven't looked to find a place that would do it. I know I could probably get that done for like $50. If any of you that live in San Diego, like you, Mike Phillips, if any of you guys know someplace that'll do this for cheap, I can glue it myself. But where it's come loose, like it's come loose from all the seams, I can't do that myself. I need to wash that. That's what happens when you're a knife maker and you get in a car and you're all grubby and then you come home and you flip this open and get to your garage door opener. I basically live in this. This car is a mess. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I love this car, but I have been the worst at taking care of the interior. So, I mean, it's still, this car's in great shape. Yeah, so like around the light has come loose. It's not much. I'll probably just take it down to Chula Vista. There's all kinds of like little cheap shops down at Chula Vista. That's where I get my smog check done. Place is great. The guy, I've been going there for years, since we first got to San Diego. First time I ever had to get my car smog checked. Took to San Diego, a place down in Chula Vista, I mean. And the dude did it for us for it was like $30 to do the smog check. And so he's since raised his prices, and now I I still go to him, and he still gives me, like, he only charged me like $50, and I think it's much more. I think it's a good bit more than that. He charges me way less because I've been a customer for a long time. Oh, you got the knife. Okay, so I was worried about that. Guys, I actually got a notification from YouTube and Google. All channels now. So Luigi, this is going to affect you. I'm sorry. I got the notification. I heard Rhett and Link talking about it. Promotional stuff on channels can no longer include out of state. This includes sales, giveaway items, and stuff like that. It's for continental U.S. or well for the United States only. Google actually, you can get into trouble for having a promotion or something like that. I'm gonna look into it closer. I think that it's like contests, but the fact is giveaways kind of fall into that. I got an email about it because it's listed. When I did the membership stuff, I had to put in what it would be and the tiers and what people would be getting and things like that. And so they know I do giveaways on my channel. So everybody that does giveaways or sells has promotional stuff, they limit it to the United States only. So I mean, I'm probably still gonna offer it to everybody if you pay the shipping, and then we'll just take care of it from there. But we'll see. I don't want to get into hot water with Google. Google has really been like squashing down on channels with all the stuff, the political stuff you see, all the political stuff, all the channels that do that, they're getting it age restricted. I had a bunch of videos pop up that now are age restricted that I'm going to contest because there's nothing in them that is hurtful or harmful. You have to do, like, sometimes the algorithm will block a video, and then you've just got to do a request. So I'm trying to tread water on that. So I really don't want to say no, I can't do it. But I'm going to let you know something that may be happening. So now that I have the Design with Artisan and I've done a bunch of videos and I've promoted some sales and stuff like that, there's a good chance that Artisan is going to give me a discount code for you guys. And so once that starts happening, I'll definitely do a video about it, but I'll put a discount code, and just that'll just be part of the videos where I just, hey, if you want to buy an Artisan, if you buy a knife from Artisan, including my Sea Snake and others, there's a discount code. So you still can get the knife, you get it at a discount. So I think that'll be cool. That'll be something nice. I have no problem with that. I like their products. Matter of fact, like I said, the only thing that I've got in my pockets right now are the CJRB that I've got. I've got 3 of them. I have my knife. I've got the CJRB Feldspar, which is a great knife. I'm just not as in love with it as I am the Centros. I love the Centros, if you saw that video already. So the CJRB, and then I have the Artisan Mastiff. And so I'm going to do a video about this. This might be what I shoot today, is a video about this, because I really like this. I've been carrying this since the package showed up. And then I'm going to do a long-term carry. I like the Mastiff too, and it is available on Artisan's website. So you still want to get a Fahrenforge Stinger. They still have them. I would say if you want to get them directly from Elliot. He has them on his website. I don't think they have the carbon fiber anymore, but I will tell you that Nico got one in carbon fiber and brought it back to Elliot. He hadn't done anything with it. No problem, Luigi. I'm glad you got it. What was I saying? Elliot has them on his website still. So the carbon fiber ones, like, Nico bought one and then took it back to him. He's like, I thought I wanted the carbon fiber. He's like, I really don't like it as much as I thought I did. And he came back and he gave it back to Elliot, still in the box, and traded it out for I can't remember. He got like a tan G10, I believe, with the cream or tan G10. I will say the action on his Feldspar is great. You think you can get a list where the warranty... Okay, so when it releases, the first place it's going to release, and the only place it's going to release at first, is the Artisan website. So if you want to buy it from somewhere else, watch for the Artisan website release, and then just know that they're going to be going out to vendors shortly after that. So I know that Smoky Mountain Knife Works doesn't even have it in their catalog yet, in their system for like pre-orders or stuff like that. So I'm not sure what vendors are going to be available at, but if you look, there's a lot of their knives that are available at multiple vendors. So I would say check their website for the release, see if I've got that discount code, coupon code for you guys yet. And if I don't, then just keep an eye out for other vendors. If you buy it directly for Artisan though, the ones that, the prototypes, when they did the prototype, they sold the prototypes, there was like 10 of them available, and they sold out quick, like 15 minutes they were gone. They sold 10 knives in 15 minutes. When that happened, I ordered one for a family friend as a gift, and it was, I think I got it in like 3 days. So if you want to get them quick, because the flip side is, I don't know, but it seems as though this knife is really popular and there's a lot of people want it, and I don't know what volume they made. So there's a chance they might not that first run might not wind up at vendors at all. You may have to just get it directly from Artisan when it drops, because they may not have enough left to send to vendors. So play that one by ear. We'll see. Dal Strong knives, but he gave me one to sharpen. Says it's Aus 10. Aus 10's okay. See, I don't know where they ship from. I think they may ship from. I don't know if they ship their items from China to the States and then like a clearing, like a distribution point. I really don't know, but it was quick. I got mine way quicker than I expected. So I know it came USPS, so I would imagine they're shipping from the States somewhere. So. Guys, I gotta end this. My phone is getting warm. I am getting warm. And I have to go in and use the toilet at the ice rink. So, I love you guys. Take it easy. Like I said, go watch the video about the what knife was it? The Arian, the one that went up this morning. That video that went up this morning. It's a really, really nice knife. It's another Artisan, but basically I'm doing a video of my buddy Chris's prototype. So I love you guys. There won't be anything in the corners of this. However, even if you don't watch my videos all the way to the end, I would appreciate if you're gonna drop out of a video while you're watching it, not the live feeds. Skip to the end so you see what the channel that I'm linking. I would really like to see more subscribers go. So I mean, like, if you lose interest in the video, skip to the end and then find the channel that I'm linking. Like, I know not everybody watches all the videos, because there's the main body of the video that falls in the middle, which is what a lot of people watch, and then there's the stuff at the ends, either end, that people are like, intro and outro. If you don't want to watch the outro, that's fine. Just, I would appreciate if you'd skip to the very end of it and follow the link to the channel that I always recommend. It's like Neves Knives, Metal Effort, Another Knife Guy, Birdshot, but now Lindy Lou, if you follow her on Instagram, she started a YouTube channel, and she's a lot of fun. Like, I've talked to her a couple times now. She seems like a lot of fun. I think her channel is going to be interesting, and there's not a lot of female knife YouTubers out there. So let's start following those channels. So guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I've pontificated long enough. I'm really tired. So, anybody got anything? Any last little bit? I'll give you guys a couple more minutes. Anybody got anything? It's 14 subscribers, only 7 likes, or 7 thumbs up. If you really want to help the channel, the likes really, really help. So, like, share, and subscribe, as they say. So, yeah, she's great. She does a lot of knife modding. Not so much modding, but like some over-the-top anodizing that, like, I've done it. It's such a pain the way she does it. So, anybody else got any questions? Like I said, I will definitely let you guys know as soon as that knife releases. Are the sea snake scales removable? Why, yes, of course they are, Nathan. Of course they are. There's just two screws, one forward, one aft, holding it. You take it apart. It's on two barrels. You can clean up under it. Actually, I've carried mine enough and sweat on mine enough. I finally was able to get some rusting underneath the scales. Not much, but very little bit. Still need to sharpen your sea snake. Just okay, get a block of wood and wrap it with like 2 or 3 layers of newspaper and just strop it on that. No. Okay, guys, I do not like making handles. I hate making handles. It is my least favorite part of making a knife. If I could find a way to just make the knife and send it somewhere for sheath and handles, I would. That is my favorite part about production knives. I don't have to make the damn handles. So no, I don't make aftermarket handles. If you want handles for stuff, start talking to Christian at Cerberus Knives. Hey, can you make a handle for this? Hey, can you make a handle for that? Hey, can you make me a sea snake or a stonefish handle? Talk to him. That's what he does. He makes handles. I'm a knife maker, not a handle maker. They usually come out looking good. The redwood ones that I just did, they look great. They took almost 3 days. To get them sanded, that's not even, I didn't even polish those. That is just a sanded finish. I just took it to like 10,000 grit on micro mesh. If I was gonna make handles, it would cost you almost as much to get a set of handles for a knife as it does to get one of my custom knives. That's the majority of the effort goes into those handles. Handles are horrible. And you're using G10 and other chemicals. I mean, horrible for you. You gotta wear a respirator the whole time. I don't like anything about it. Like, you can get away with, if you're not grinding a lot, you can get away with grinding, especially if you're doing it fairly wet. You don't get much dust. When you make handles, like out of composite or wood, it's everywhere. It's horrible. And so, no, I will not make special handles. It's just not cost efficient for you to pay me for what is all intents and purposes, a $60 knife. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. It just doesn't. So, guys, I love you all. Take it easy. See you later. Go watch the video I just put up. Leave a like on your way out.